Alright, so in this video, I will be sharing with you everything you need to know about TINGA BEAST. I mean, if you want to flip an account, you'd want a structured system you could use to flip an account. You don't want guesses. You want to be able to flip an account more than once, more than twice, 6 times, 10 times in a month. Everything you need to get it done is what TINGA BEAST is built for. And in this video, I'll be showing you everything you need to know, how it works, how to set it up. The process will follow how we use TINGA BEAST to flip $1,000 accounts to sometimes 10,000, 50,000, and the rest of it, and exactly how it works so you know exactly what you're getting when you get the bot. Alright, so first, what is TINGA BEAST? So TINGA BEAST is a high-performing trading bot designed for short-term flipping and withdrawal cycles. So it's not a slow compounding tool. It's not built for, compounding the account gradually by 1%, 3% over, an entire year. It doesn't work that way. It is built for aggressive trading. So in a short while, within 30 days, within 24 hours, within 48 hours, the goal is to turn the account aggressively and make a withdrawal instantly, right? And it happens in seconds. And I'm going to be sharing that with you. So TINGA BEAST is not a normal bot. It's not the conventional bots that you could just plug and leave it to run. You have to understand how it works, why it works, and exactly how to use it and engineer the profit you want to make every single day and every single week. Alright, so first thing you need to know about TINGA BEAST is TINGA BEAST trades purely gold. So TINGA BEAST trades gold, doesn't trade any other pair, doesn't trade BTC, doesn't trade EU, R, USD, doesn't trade any other pair but gold. And for the past 11 to this year making it 12 years opting, TINGA BEAST has been able to master the circles and master the behavior, the executional logic, exactly how to treat this pair. And that's why it's just trading gold. Alright, now another thing you have to understand is how does TINGA BEAST trade, right? It's an aggressive bot, you've heard about that. And then you need to understand what we call the session-based trading. So there's the way TINGA BEAST trades is called session-based. Now I want to give you an example. For instance, you want to make, let's say, $10,000, right? So you say, okay, you know what? I want to use this bot to generate $10,000 and I want to trade it $2,000 as my deposit. And I want this bot to make me $10,000 and I want to do it in 20 days. That process is called a session, right? So you've just engineered what you want the bot to do. The target's your deposits, and then you set up how much you want the bot to make on a daily basis, compounding it daily, and then in that space of time, the bot is pushing everything it has to generate that amount from the markets. And that's what session-based trading is. So session, the entire system is built around something called session-based trading. A session implements a defined capital chunk, let's say $2,000 plus a target. So I want it to generate, let's say 10,000, and then a duration. I want it to trade for 20 days. I want it to trade for 10 days, right? That means let's say it's making 20% every single day. And once you engineer this, once you set up the bot to do this, this is called a session. So this session, your goal is to, make it withdraw at the end of that session or make it withdraw immediately during that session, right? So you are not setting it up and hoping it's going to run like that for a year. You want to just run this session, right? So instead of trading one large account blindly and hoping, maybe the bot just keeps growing it for years, just set up, let's say 5,000 and just, let it run for a couple years and hope it makes money. No, instead, TINGA BEAST works with session, right? So you set up the session, you set up your target, you set up exactly what you want the bot to do, and it goes to work to get it done. All right, so you split capital also into control session. So with this session, you don't get to blindly trade your entire capital at once. You can now break your capital into different sessions. Let's say I have $1,000 and I want to run multiple sessions. So I could break it down into $200 per session. And I say these $200, I want to take it to $500. And then I can run 10 sessions, right? So 10 sessions with the same $1,000, right? Instead of just depositing and hoping something comes out. So I could set up one session and say, I want my $200 to turn into $500. I want my $200 done into $3,000. I want just like that. I could set different sessions and just let the bot do its thing. All right, so that's simply what a trading session means. So TINGA BEAST doesn't trade with stop loss, take profit, those kind of thing. It trades with session, all right? So this is a typical example, just to give you a graphical notes example of the setup. Let's say your session, you have a $10,000 in capital, and you don't want to trade it at once, so you break it into, let's say, 5 to 10 sessions. And each of these sessions you're depositing $1,000 to $2,000 for each session, right? So I would deposit that. So let's say this is my first session, my session 1. I'm depositing $2,000, and I'm targeting for the board to do 20% daily. And I wanted to do it for 20 days. And I want to generate 50,000, right? And if you do the math, if you deposit 2,000 and you're generating 20% per day, you're generating this, right? And this is called a session. And after that session, you start another session. Now, you could go into making it 10 days, 5 days, 24 hours, 30 days, whichever you like. I'll go into all those, explanation of how the sessions works, the breakdown of the time, average time, the time that works for each session. All right, so this is how exactly TINGA BEAST works. TINGA BEAST is not, like I said, it has risk management, drawdown, and everything, or this is the method you would use to get the aggressive games you want to get with the bots. All right. So let's also break down a full example of how, a session should look like, right? So let's say my deposits, my capitals, my starting capital is 5,000. And I am targeting 25% daily, and I'm running it for 10 days. This is called a session, right? Now this is called an aggressive session. So my starting day, my day 1, the bot is going to do this. My day 2, the bot is going to do this. Your day 3, day 4, day 5, the 6, and at the 10, this is what I'm targeting for the bot to do. So I set it up and I let it run. All right. So my starting balance is this. And after 10 days at 25% daily, this is what I'm targeting. And this is called an aggressive session. This is just one session. Now, when you end this session, you can start another session and start another session, and just like that. All right, so now you understand what sessions are. Now you need to understand what we call TINGA BEAST mode, right? So a mode is a percentage you want the bot to generate daily for a targeted period of time. So let's say, for instance, you want the bot to generate 1%, 10%, 50%, 100%. That is called a mode, right? And now, if you want the bot to generate 1 to 7% daily, that's called an easy mode. So you've engineered the bot on an easy mode. An easy mode means it would have very low drawdowns. It's very easy to do. You can run it for a very long period of time. You can run that session for 6 months. I'll go into that anyway. Well, aggressive session means you're setting the bots to generate 10 to 40%. You are going in an aggressive mode. And then flip mode means you want to flip the accounts on a daily basis, right? So you're looking at turning the accounts by 50% to sometimes 200% every single day. And these are the 3 modes you can set your bots to. Easy mode, you can set it to aggressive mode, or set it to flip mode. And this is how it works. Now let's break down the duration for each mode. All right, I've told you about session. So a session is exactly what you want the bot to achieve in a period of time. A mode means how much you want the bot to make on a daily basis. And now I want to show you the average sessions and the average breakdown of each session, the duration you should look at for each session that you're running. All right, so TINGA BEAST is not for long-term compounding. So you can't say, I want it to be compounding for the next 2 years, the next 3 years. It doesn't work that way. It works in sessions so that you're able to get aggressive withdrawals. That's what it's built for. You could use our other bots for compounding, like Prop King, Fusion Panther, or for TINGA BEAST, which is built to just make massive withdrawals. All right, so for the session type, easy mode, average daily, you are looking at 1 to 7%. And the session duration is to set your sessions, you should be looking at 30 days. So I want to run this for 30 days. For the next 30 days, I want the bot to generate 1% or 7% daily. And that could amount to 30%. And sometimes that could amount like 70%. And they're about, all right, now I want it to run for 2 months. I want it to run for 6 months. I want it to run for 30 days. Just this app. Good sessions you could set the bot on. And with this time frame, you'll be able to see the bot work very well and get a very good results. From what we've seen working with the bot, all right, and then the aggressive mode. You want the bot to generate, let's say, 10% to 40%, on a daily basis. Now, your session duration cannot be the same. With easy mode, you're looking at 10 days duration. So I want to run this 10% every single day for 10 days. I want to run this 10% every single day for 20 days, for 40 days, 40% for 20 days, 40% for 10 days, and this is hitting like, let's say 100% in 10 days and thereabout. This is what you want to get from the bot. And this is the average duration you should be looking to run the bot. And then we have the flip mode, right? The flip mode is like, you want to flip the account, just like the name entails. You want to flip the account aggressively. So daily, you're looking at 50% to like 200%. And then you're looking at the session duration of 1 day. Within 24 hours, I want to flip it to 50%. Within 24 hours, I want to flip it to 100%, 200%. And I want to make my withdrawals, right, within 3 days. I want to flip it every single day, 50%, 50%, 50% for 3 days that I want to make my withdrawal. For 5 days, I want to flip it and I want to make my withdrawals. I want to flip it for 10 days and I want to make my withdrawals. So it's not, if you're using this aggressive flip mode, you can be working with this session durations. All right, so this is exactly how you know the session durations and the average durations. You can start with the easy mode, you target 30 days, and you're generating 30%, 50%, and thereabout. And you can do the aggressive mode, and you're targeting, let's say, 100% in 10 days. And you're doing this, and then you can target like 50%. You're doing 5 days, and you're hitting some good numbers. And exactly this is how TINGA BEAST sessions work. And these are the average durations you could set your bots to give you the results that you want. All right, so the key things you need to know about TINGA BEAST, right? So first of all is how profits work. So you can withdraw your profits during a session. So let's say you're running like 5-day session. You run day 1, you can withdraw your initial capital and let the rest run. You could say, you know what? I just want to run the session, and at the end of the session, I made the full withdrawal. It all depends on you. Exactly what you want. It's your bots, is your profits. You know how best you want it to work. Anyone you work with works very fine. Now, the next thing you have to know is based on our internet session performance from testing it, using it, showing the result in the community, with every user that owns Thing, that is what we're saying is whatever session you set, most of the time, if you run 10 sessions, you should be targeting to have 7, sometimes 8 successful sessions. All right. So meaning if you're targeting, let's say taking $1,000, $2,000 to like 5,000 to 10,000, if you do that working with the sessions that you're working with, if you run 10 sessions, 7 at least out of that will be very successful. And that's why this bot is called the Beast, right? The other things you have to note is on TINGA BEAST works with a $10,000 standard account and a $10,000 cent account. So I would explain, so the typical standard account you want to work with TINGA BEAST is $10,000. Now, if you don't have up to that, you don't have up to $10,000. Let's say you're trading with $100. You want to run a session of $500. You want to run a session with $1,000, with $5,000. What you do is you turn that this $100 into a cent account, right? Now, a $100 account, it's equivalent to 10,000 cents. And with this, you'll be able to run Thing happily, successfully. Now, when you turn it into a cent account, it lets the bots trade comfortably, and you will always get the same results. So you get the same results you'll get if you are using a standard account, get the same results once you turn this into a cent account. And with this, it works very well. If you want to just work with the standard account with $10,000 and above, be able to do that. But if you're not trading with that, you are trading with $100, $500 and the list of them, you just turn it into a cent account, right? So any broker that works with the cent account,
you can work with them. And then the next thing is you break your funds into sessions. So you don't deposit your entire funds. Let's say you have $5,000 to trade. You don't take the entire $5,000 and put it and hope one session works. No, you break it into different sessions. So you break it, let's say, into 3 sessions, 4 sessions. And each session, you have a target. Let's say I want to take my $1,500. I want to take it to 3,000. I want to take it to 4,000. That is one session. The next session, I want to take it to, let's say, 2,000. The next session, I want to take it to, let's say, 10,000. The next session, I want to do this. So the sessions give you the opportunity to run the bot, make withdrawals, run the bot, make withdrawals, run the bot. And then with this, if you're able to run 10 sessions, you are targeting like at least 7 of them will be extremely positive and just 1 will cover for any loss you've made. And then the rest are all profit, profit, profit to you. And this is how the bot works. And that's why we're making this video, to show you exactly what we expect and how the bot works. Now, the next thing you need to understand is the right broker is everything we think of as right. So we've had users you complain to us about, now I can't mention them because of illegal purposes. So, I mean, some users reach out like, hey, I use this broker and I finished trading. I generated about $3,000 and they didn't allow me to withdraw, right? So, I mean, that's terrible. It's something you don't want to experience. So we advise you use a verified broker, a licensed broker, and then if you don't know if a broker is well licensed, you're not sure of the broker to use, I advise you to check out our platform. You could see the best brokers will be listed them here.
Come to tools, you come to best recommended brokers for bot trading. So you can see the Blueberry Markets, Bullwave, Vantage, IC Markets, PU Prime, you know, all these brokers. They're amazing, they're doing very well. We're using them and we're making good withdrawals. Then you could use any of them that you want. And then we're also adding more brokers to the list. We'll keep adding more brokers to the list. So, I mean, with this, you know you will always make your withdrawal safely, and most of them offer you cent account. All right, so this is the offer of TINGA BEAST. One bot to flip accounts to $1,000 to $3,000 in one session. So you could flip it to 100%, 3,000%, whichever you like. And then you've been seeing the track record, you've been seeing the Myfxbook track record. You can see how we do 48 hours flip, we do 250% flips. And the rest of it then you can decide which works best for you. And so this is an overview of TINGA BEAST. It's a high momentum, aggressive bot built for fast flip, a run session by session, targeting 100%, 3,000%, and then you can engineer it, set it up, pick your mode, and the rest things. All right, so now let's go into how to set up the bots. Now, this video in particular will not show you exactly how to set up the bot because we have a dedicated video that will show you how to set it up, tweak your sessions, and do everything you want to do. But to get it, just go to the website. When you get to the website, you log in, right? When you log in, go to products, you go to TINGA BEAST. You can view it just to see everything it has, right? In fact, you can see my Myfxbook track record. Now, we keep adding more to this. Keep adding more to this file. We keep adding more, 200%, 300%. You keep seeing it in 24 hours, right? In just 48 hours, you can see what it did, right? Live accounts, real accounts, right? So you'll able to decide exactly what works best for you. And this is everything you need to know. This is how you get the bots. And then immediately you get your bots, you will be able to get all the files, the education, everything you need to set it up, how to set it up, how to run a session. There is a dedicated video for that, but this video is just to show you exactly how TINGA BEAST works. The session-based trading concepts, the trading modes, the average trading modes, and every other thing you need to know about the bot. So when you plug it in, you know exactly what to expect. And this is it. This bot is doing extremely well.
And every now and then you can always come to the performance, because we keep populating new performances every now and then. So you see the result from the bots, and you also be able to get the same when you are ready. All right, thank you.